All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with a couple of Reeve knives. Right up here I've got the large Inkosi, and right down here I got a small Inkosi to just give you a quick idea of which one you want to buy, which one you're gonna need, what's the best, what's the worst. I mean, these two are fantastic options from Reeve knives, but as usual, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Check out Fablades.com and at Fablades on Instagram. That's easy, right? That was also quick. So let's go ahead and check these two guys. Right over here we got small Inkosi, flat dark earth, knife center exclusive in single blade frame lock, and right over here we got a black Cerakote large Inkosi in single blade as well, knife center exclusive. So these are coated versions of the Inkosi, which it also you can find just in like a plain Jane handle. You can get some inlays, and you can also get different blade shapes. This is the in single, or kind of like a ship's foot, Warncliffe kind of affair. Then you can get a drop point, and then you can also get a Tanto blade. And this right here is the drop point look, really good, and you also have the chance to appreciate how the inlays are gonna be rocking on the large Inkosi. But these two fellas are the special editions. I mean, this of course is like Blade HQ exclusive. These are knife center exclusives. This is discontinued, this finish over here. So if you are sending this guy back to Reeve, they're gonna charge you $100. I believe that this guy, because it's still in production, this kind of coating, it's gonna be free, but don't quote me on that because I never inquired about this. For sure, this color right over here, you're gonna have to pay. Which I mean, it's reasonable because they have probably to strip down this one, like sandblasted or whatever, then they have to finish, recoat, reassemble. I mean, it's gonna take time, so I understand why, where they're coming from. So both options are gorgeous. I mean, but which one would you have to buy? Which one will you buy? The Inkosi is the evolution of the Sebenza. This is a Sebenza 21, and the Inkosi evolved from this fella to a Sebenza 25, which then diverted into the Inkosi, and the Sebenza 31 took a different approach. But here we have a very, very nice example of the Reeve evolution. Ceramic detent ball is just great, oversized washers with pockets. You can see right over here the pockets which are holding the grease in place. You have a huge stop pin. Look at the size of this stop pin, and the pivot screw oversized. Even like, look at this is crazy. Like, this pivot screw is one of the largest on the market. They provide tools, of course, to disassemble both of them. But mainly here, the difference beside the color is going to be the size and the weight. So for the large one, you get 8.25 overall inches for the length when deployed. For the small one, you get 6.4 inches, 6.5 when deployed, with a 2.7 inches for the cutting edge in the small one, and 3.4 inches for the cutting edge of the large Inkosi. Of course, when they are closed, the size is very evident, and if we check the weight, we're gonna notice that these guys, look at this, 2.88 for the small, and the large one is going to be 4.91. So yeah, it's, you know, there's no internal skeletonization. Stock thickness is pretty good. It's not too thick, but the lack of internal milling, probably it's what is causing the weight. But I mean, overall, these are two very robust knives. Both are coming, of course, like standoff over here. Nice chamfered area for the lanyard. I just changed the pocket clip, but this is the stock clip, and the black clip is right over here, I mean, it's the construction very simple. The thumb stud, as you can see, are of a different size. So the small Inkosi has a smaller thumb stud and a smaller stop pin right there, but the hardware is exactly the same. There's pretty much I mean, it's just like it's not like a shrunk version of the Inkosi, but kind of. For example, this chamfer here around the thumb stud is a little bit different. It's wider on the large. This one is wider on the small and a little bit slimmer on the large. But then everything else, you see the chamfers are replicated. The hole for the lanyard, as you can see, is much smaller on the small one and pretty wide for the large. Beside that, you know, the chamfers here are the same, reinforced around the screws frame. You see it's replicated very well, and beside that I don't really see any other obvious differences, but I mean, beside, and also of course the price, yeah, this is gonna be $100 more than this fella. Of course there's more material employed right over here, but at the end of the day my choice will have to go with the large because of the ergonomics involved in this handle. Just perfect for my hand. This is it's a fantastic tool, like great EDC, very light, but at the end of the day, for my task like office or like food prepping, this blade is a little bit too short and too thick for my taste. I prefer something like this, long, beautiful hollow grind. And actually, since we are here, let's check the stock thickness and see how different they are. So this guy's 0.126 and this fella is 0.139, so slightly thicker stock for the large Inkosi, but at the end of the day this is getting too thick for the tasks that a small blade like this can perform. So in my case, my preference goes to the large one, but to each his own. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.